We're talking about how the candidates were bickering yesterday. And congratulations, John Edwards, first of all, hanging in there with two other candidates that are arguing with each other. Now, Barack Obama, out of all the Democrats, you're the best candidate number one, in my opinion. We're going to talk about this bullshit that Mr. Reagan and all these references to Mr. Reagan, Dr. King, and all these references that all these politicians are making references to. First of all, what the fuck, Bill Clinton falling asleep on a very important discussion yesterday on Dr. King Day? Dr. King is a very important figure, and it was the day when he was assassinated was the day when the USSR tried to put their flag alongside our flag, and we weren't willing to do anything about it, number one. Number two, racism allowed it to happen. Number three, the horse shit that the news has not covered regarding Dr. King. Dr. King stood up for civil rights, number one, because U.S. citizens who are black and African Americans were sent to Vietnam on that war and didn't have civil rights, and that's the main reason why he stood up for civil rights, because black Americans were going out and serving in Vietnam and also in other wars, and his mentality was, how can you all be serving and not be getting civil rights, and why isn't the government doing anything about it? Number one. Number two, Dr. King knows how to win a war. His Million Man March to Washington, very similar to other people who marched in the major capitals in history, and without incident and provocation. Very important that is a very important step for democracy, and Dr. King, a very important person in our democratic process, number one. We're going to be talking about our next take in just a few.